Time to meet the men from the ministry. We present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of our government service. Men who work like lightning, in brief flashes with a great deal of noise. This week, our story opens in the Ministry of Defense, where two senior naval officers are studying a large chart.
Now then, I stick this blue flag in here. That's a battleship. And this red flag in there. That's a cruiser. And this... What's this green flag?
Doggy's holiday fund. I bought it off a woman outside.
Look here, Seacock. You don't seem to have your mind on planning this exercise at all.
Well, it's not fair, Hardover. You stick in all the flags. All I do is stand here, waving my little pointer.
Seacock, look at my sleeve. What do you see, eh? Below the wiggly bit.
A thick ring and 3 thin rings.
A full admiral. And what's below your wiggly bit?
A thick ring and 2 thin rings.
Yes. A vice admiral. Now, let's have no more argument.
Oh, can't I stick just one on the map, Hardover? After all, when we were midshipmen, I did stand on your watch.
You did, and the damn thing hasn't worked since. Very well, Seacock. You can place HMS Invulnerable. Here are. This is the flag.
Oh, goody. Well, I'll put it down.
No, you can't plonk down a battleship in Huddersfield.
I'm sorry, it's the blue bits that are wet.
Now, pay attention. HMS Invulnerable is the newest ship in the Navy. Absolutely unsinkable. We've finally got something that'll take the enemy down a peg.
Ah, the enemy, yes. This will shake the RAF all right.
HMS Invulnerable is the reason for this whole exercise. It's got 12 18-inch guns, you know.
That's doubly long, is it? 18 inches?
We're calling this exercise Sitting Duck.
Why is that, sir?
Because all these warships are going to converge on an unmanned target ship and blast it out of the water. The target ship and the other essentials are being supplied by General Assistance Department.
The civil servant chaps who help out when we're overloaded.
Yes. Fortunately, Lennox Brown told me himself they've a lot of experience in handling ships.
Now, the main thing is, too, a boat should be completely watertight. Well, now, let's face it. Ours aren't.
I'm afraid not one. 2 of them have sunk already.
Yes, so let's try folding the paper differently. Yes, you see, and then perhaps they will float in the fire bucket.
That form from the Ministry of Welsh Affairs didn't float for long. I think it had a leak in it.
Yes, very likely.
You know, I bet no one else in Whitehall gets as much fun out of their fire bucket as we do.
I don't know. Old Rudge of the Foreign Office used to keep tadpoles in his.
I remember. Then he sent the frogs to the French embassy as a gesture of goodwill.
It's tragic business.
11 bells, sir. Time for grog and ship's biscuits.
All right, Lana. Don't get carried away just because we're working on a nautical exercise.
Yes, just put it down there, will you? And Lana, did you say?
Yes.
Good gracious, yes. Well, you're new, aren't you?
Well, fairly, sir. I've been here a week now while Mildred Merkin's on holiday.
A week? Yes, really. Why haven't I noticed you before?
Well, previous days you haven't got in till I've gone to lunch, sir. And before I've got back, you've left for the day.
Yes. Well, needed elsewhere, you see. Needed elsewhere, yes. A liaison, you know, and all top secret, of course.
Oh, yes, sir. All to do with this exercise Donald Duck, I expect.
Sitting Duck, Lana.
And you're on loan from the typing pool, are you?
That's right, sir.
Yes. Well, off you go then, Lana. Yes, we're rather busy, you see, rather busy.
Aye, sir.
Talking about exercise Sitting Duck, I've got a feeling that there's something we've forgotten.
Oh, nonsense, too much. You worry too much. You'll end up with lines on your forehead like old Baldy Renfrew from Pension. That's the Stewart bowler hat on now, you know.
Perhaps you're right, one.
Yes, besides, I mean, if we'd forgotten anything, they'd be onto us in a flash.
Yes, I
that
suppose
telephone would ring.
Yes.
And report. Oh, dear. General Assistance Department, Lennox Brown.
Pitkin here.
It's the permanent undersecretary to a tidied office. Hello, Sir Gregory. How very nice meeting you.
What are you doing about this exercise business, Lennox Brown?
Exercise?
Exercise.
Exercise. Oh, exercise, yes. Well, I find a brisk walk every evening quite sufficient.
I'm talking about fitting duckman. Have you supplied them with everything?
Oh, the naval exercises.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Sir Gregory. Yes, we've supplied them with everything. I think.
Good. Now you can get on with that other naval job, can't you?
Other job? Oh. Yes. Yes, we're very keen to get started on that. What other job, sir?
It was all in the memo I sent you this morning, Lennox Brown. So get on with it.
Oh, yes, well, if I can find out what it is. Have you seen a memo from Sir Gregory, too?
Is this the one? It's a memo telling all departments to cut down on sending memos. He wants a memo sent back to confirm that we've got it.
No, that was yesterday's. He sent one this morning. Oh, it must be floating about the office somewhere.
Yes, they're floating about... Oh, floating, but you're quite right, one. It's in the flower bucket.
What?
Put it out. There.
Oh, well, be careful. It's dripping all over me down. Fancy sending a memo in this condition. Oh, and Sir Gregory started playing noughts and crosses on his memos now, has he?
No, that was us.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, never mind, Mother. Now, look, he wants us to go and do an inventory on the ship.
A ship's inventory? Why can't the sailors do it?
Well, there haven't been any sailors aboard this ship for years, too. It's an 18th century man of war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, HMS Trafalgar. Historic relic, you know. It's open to the public.
Yeah.
It's anchored in Portsea.
Portsea? So we've got to run down there, have we?
No, we'll order a car.
7 canvas sails.
Yes.
6 rusty cannons.
Yes.
5 cannonballs. 4 cutlasses, 3 French flags, 2 cabin chairs, and a parchment of the Red Sea.
Now, don't get carried away, too.
I'm sorry, one. It's the seaside air.
Yes, quite. But do remember, please, that there are tourists going round the ship.
Oh, yes.
If they hear you wailing like that, they'll think you're being keel-hauled.
Whaling? I have you know I was a leading light in the Civil Service Sing-Along Society.
Leading light? They soon put you out there, as I recall.
Only because my voice broke.
Exactly, and it's too late to pick up the pieces. Now, let's get on with this inventory,
Yeah,
please.
fine.
Now, half a dozen belaying pins.
Half a dozen...
And this here's the captain's cabin, ladies and gentlemen. And over there you will see the captain's table, renowned in many a lewd rhyme and suggestive limerick.
Ah, lovely, lovely.
Gee, Harvey, they've even got wax dummies sitting there. Aren't they just too horrible?
I beg your pardon, madam.
Oh, you'll have to excuse Mamie, sir. I think she put her contact lenses in upside down this morning. There's no offense taken, I manage.
No, not at all. It's a mistake anyone can make.
You speak for yourself, too, do you mind?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you prepare to continue the tour on your own. And when viewing the buster, Lord Nelson kindly refrain from stuffing toffee papers up his nostrils.
Excuse me, mate, but you're going to tell me where I could find
Yes, it's just after the poop deck, sir.
The what?
Oh, we've got a doubloon. It don't take pennies, sir. I'm sorry about the interruption, sir. How are you getting on with the inventory?
Oh, well, splendidly, thank you, Mr.
Short, sir, short. Able seaman Horatio Short, sir, RN retired. Employed by the council to collect tickets aboard this ship, sir.
Ah, yes, well, we're getting on very well, thank you. My number 2 here has quite a list.
Yeah, I noticed that, so it's probably the sloping deck they're calling it.
A list of the ship's fittings and effects. We've been very thorough. We've even checked the long hawser ropes that are wound round those big iron things on the quay.
Bollards, sir.
Yes. We untied them to check how long they were.
Untied them? You haven't done the orders, have you?
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Holt. I mean, the ship will be held steady by the anchor, you see. Oh, yes, my number 2 isn't full.
I'm afraid I am one.
2? You haven't hauled up the anchor as well?
Well, yes, I had to see if it was on the end of that chain, didn't I? I mean, it might have been pinched by a crooked frogman.
But don't you see there's nothing to stop us from drifting out to sea on the tide?
Oh, good gracious. I thought we were bobbing up and down a bit.
Hey, do you guys know we're moving?
You tell them, Harvey.
Aye, we're half a mile offshore already. What are you going to do then?
No, please, no, ladies and gentlemen, no, there's no cause for alarm. There may have been a slight mishap due to factors beyond our control, but I can assure you all possible steps will be taken to rectify the situation.
Well, what the heck does all that mean?
It means we've been lumbered, and let's hope the Navy sends a rescue ship.
Mrs. from Portsea, however, seems HMS Trafalgar's drifting out to sea.
Trafalgar? Isn't General Assistance Department doing some sort of infantry aboard her?
Yes, I believe so.
I suppose they know what they're doing. Wow. Hardly likely to put to sea by accident, eh?
Oh, no, but there's a gale force 8 due.
Gale Force 8?
Yeah.
I can't keep up with these BBC jargon. Is that buckets of rain or buckets and buckets?
Buckets and buckets and buckets. There's also a ridge of low pressure moving into the Atlantic.
Well, very tricky. You having the canteen lunch today?
It might cause a great deal of wind.
You're right. Let's get on with planning exercise sitting down.
Aye, sir. But I must say I'm a bit worried about HMS Trafalgar. And these general assistance people...
Tuesday the 17th. Drifting helplessly. Food getting low. We may have to eat the raft. The men seem unsettled for some reason.
Oh, good grief, Sue. We've only been at sea a couple of hours. Do stop scribbling in your diary. Now, did you do what I told you?
Yes, man, I got the tourists to hoist up the sails. It doesn't seem to be slowing us down, though.
Yeah, it's odd that, you know. Very odd. I thought it would increase the air resistance. Wouldn't be so streamlined.
Perhaps the wind's catching them.
By Jove, I think you've hit it, too. I never thought of that.
And now we're heading out into the Atlantic at full speed. Oh, dear, the mind boggles.
Yes, well, as long as you only boggle in private. We don't want to worry the others.
Begging your pardon, sir. I know you know best, sir, but the passengers are getting restless. They want to know what you intend to do, sir.
Well, it's all in hand, Saul. It's all in hand, my dear fellow. It's, purely as a matter of interest, you know, what would you do in my place? I mean, just let's see if you get it right, you know.
It's tricky, sir.
Yes.
With only a crew of landlubbers, there's not much you can do.
No.
Just run before the wind.
Exactly what I thought. Yes. Didn't I, too?
Did you? Yeah, but can't we control this in some way?
Well, there's the wheels, sir.
Good gracious. I didn't know a ship had wheels.
Well, never learn. And the instruments are a help. There's this here compass.
Oh, yes, well, I've looked at that. Blessed thing's no use. Needle only points north, and they're not going that way. What's this little thing, Salt, with the mirrors and the lenses on it? What's that?
That's a sextant, sir.
Ah, yes. Are you familiar with the sextant, too?
No. I used to know a vicar slicer.
Oh, get a grip on yourself, too, don't you?
Yes, I know.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Well, apart from our present problem, man, I still got that feeling we forgot something back in London.
Yeah, sounds like your amnesia again.
No, I remember watering that before we left the office. I'm sure we forgot something for that exercise sitting down.
Oh, well, never mind that. We've got enough troubles here.
Well, I know, but...
Well, sir, you're the captain now, sir.
Oh, yes, well, I suppose I am. Did you hear that, sir?
Yes, I did, but what are you going to do?
Captain of a ship at sea can do all sorts of things. Oh, I will just. Do you know what, too? I could even marry you.
But we're both men.
Somebody else, too. Good.
Now, look here, you two. We've been chatting amongst ourselves.
Well done, men, well done. A friendly crew makes for a friendly ship, I always say.
We are not happy. We could run this ship a damn sight better than you two, and my name's not Sam Christian. Let us take it over, I say.
That's telling them, Sam.
Oh.
Well said, Mamie. This is mutiny, Mr. Christian.
That's it, man. Back, you mutinous dogs, or we'll have you kept in arms. You hang from the highest yard arm in the British Navy.
Oh, smash your face in, you cooking.
Well, if you put it like that, perhaps they're right, one.
Now, please, gentlemen, no squabbling. No, please. Now, my first mate and I are working on plans to deal with the whole situation.
Oh, the captain knows what he's doing, so you lot get back on watch. Come on, leave it to them. Let's go on to leave. Come on, clear all part of it. Clear all part of it. Come on now.
Yes, well, thank you very much, Mr. Salt.
Not at all, sir, not at all. I admire the firm way you dealt with them, sir. Now, begging your pardon, what are we going to do? I've got it. Why don't we dial 999?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, too. Think, man, think. This is an 18th century sailing ship. They didn't have telephones installed, did they?
Oh, I suppose not, no.
No, I mean, the water would have rotted the cables, wouldn't it?
If I might make a suggestion, sir, there's a full set of signal flags in the locker. I've got the key in my trousers pocket.
Ah, and you suggest we run them up to the top of the mast?
Not me trousers, no, sir. Flags.
Oh, flags, yes, well, that's a splendid idea. I'm very glad I thought of it, yes. So, now take the key and choose some nice, bright-coloured flags. You know, nice, bright flags. Yes. Now, and when another ship sights them, they'll soon come and investigate.
No sooner. You look worried, Seacock.
It's HMS Trafalgar, sir. Still sailing out into the Atlantic. Last time she was sighted, she was flying a set of signal flags.
Signal flags, eh? What's the message?
Keep clear. We have swamp fever and beriberi aboard. Also Cooke's disease and black death.
Well, that explains why they put to sea. Didn't want to spread the germs, I suppose. Very plucky move, I think. Have I shown you this new picture of the wife?
Honestly, sir, I don't like the look of it.
Neither do I. That face was the reason I joined the Navy, you know.
HMS Trafalgar, sir. They'll be right in the middle of that storm by now. They don't know how to handle a ship, and they are out in the Atlantic.
Oh, I'm sure they'll soon fall into it. This storm, will it affect exercise sitting duck?
No, she'll blow over by then.
Good, then we'll send out the order to start. And don't worry about Trafalgar. I'm sure it'll turn up sooner or later.
Well, I think the worst of the storm is over, too. Quite fresh while it lasted, though, isn't it?
Oh,
yes, at least it's put a little colour in your cheeks. Sort of bilious green, actually.
Well, it got very rough up in the crow's nest, you know. I was slung about all over the place.
Well, we all had a hard time, too. I passed quite a restless night in my hammock. The captain's cabin isn't properly soundproofed, you know. Oh, no. The wind was howling. You were howling.
Oh, I'm sorry if I woke you up, one. That was when I was swept overboard.
Yes, but you howled twice.
Then I was swept back again. It was lucky my braces caught on the figurehead.
Yes. Well, never mind, my dear fellow, never mind. You'll feel better here now when you've got a decent breakfast inside you.
Oh, breakfast.
Yes, good luck, really. That American chap, you know, he's a sausage manufacturer. Had some samples of him. Yes, they're having big, plump, juicy sausages.
Oh,
yes, of course, they may be a bit greasy. We had to drain the oil lamps to get something to fry them in.
Oh.
Where are you going to?
Oh.
Ah, you spotted something over the side, have you?
Begging your pardon, sir. The crew are about their duty, sir.
Ah, Salt, yes. Everything's running smoothly, Salt?
Oh, sir, them Yankees is making breakfast, sir, and Mr. Christian's on the lookout, sir. There's only one thing bothering me, sir. I'm wondering if this ship is seaworthy.
Oh, yes, I checked on that. There's a foot of water in the hold, so it must be.
A foot of water in the hold, and that proves it's seaworthy?
Yes, but you see, if the ship wasn't watertight, it'd all run out again, wouldn't it? What bothers me is nobody's taken any notice of our signal flags.
Yes, it is extraordinary now. The only ship we sighted turned tail and shot off in the opposite direction. Most odd.
Ship off the starboard bow, or the port bow, or whichever ruddy bow it is.
Look where?
Good heavens, man. Look over there. There's a whole line of warships.
Ah, what did I tell you? My word, yes. The British Navy's come to the rescue. We've sailed. Thank goodness.
By Jove, sir. Do you see what I see? Look, sir, on the port beam, an old square-rigged frigate.
Good Lord, yes. Wooden foremast, sir. Of course, that must be it.
For what, sir?
Well, the ship we've been waiting for. You remember those Whitehall Johnnies?
The General Assistance Department?
Yes, they were asked to provide a target ship for exercise sitting duck. Well, this is exercise sitting duck. That's obviously the target ship.
Well, they must have towed her up during the night, sir. Isn't she rather old? I mean, if I didn't know better, I'd swear she was HMS Trafalgar.
Nonsense. Trafalgar's safely moored in Portsea Harbour. No one would be daft enough to let her go, does he?
That's true.
No, this is obviously a mock-up, probably bought from a film company for a song. That's the thing brought out of the water. Look at the way she's wallowing about. You can tell there's no one aboard there.
I don't know, but all set.
Now stop quibbling, Lieutenant. The target ship's turned up in the right place. You don't think General Assistance Department make a mistake, do you?
Oh, no.
Well, this is where HMS Invulnerable shows her firepower. Don't forget, we've got a very important observer on board.
Oh, yes, the permanent undersecretary.
Yes.
Let's hope he's properly impressed when we blast that old hulk to pieces.
Oh, here he comes down. Good morning, Sir Gregory.
Good morning, Captain. Morning. Exercise sitting duck ready to start,
Yes, Sir Gregory. You know, if you stay here on the bridge, you can watch us pound that old sailing ship to matchwood.
Capital. Pity my staff can't be there to see it.
I guess
Might shake him up a bit.
I guess I'll get to know all about it, sir. Right, Lieutenant. Bring all guns to bear. We'll start off for the broadside.
Taxi stations, load all guns. Stand by.
Well, come on, Sue, come on. You've got the telescope. Tell us what's going on.
I think there's some sort of activity on that big warship at the front.
Splendid. They'll probably be sending something over any time now.
Good. Here, it looks to me like them swinging them guns round.
So they are. Isn't that nice? They're going to give us a salute.
Well, thank heavens they found us. Honestly, I'm so relieved I could just explode.
Well, you look worried, Sue. What's the matter now?
I've still got that feeling there's something we forgot.
Oh, well, never mind. I expect it to suddenly strike you right out of the blue. Things often come in a blinding flash.
You know, that big ship looks familiar. I do believe it's that amazing new warship, HMS Invulnerable.
Oh, no. Sue, they'd never send her to look for us. Anyway, she's involved in exercise sitting duck.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, those guns. They seem to be pointing right at us.
Sure, it's not raining back. Oh, dear, I just remembered what it was we forgot. Exercise sitting duck.
Well, what about it?
We haven't provided them with a target ship.
Yes, on the other hand, I think perhaps we have.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Hey, get off the shower. What's the matter with you?
They can fire on us. We've got American passports.
Oh, dear me. It's a very tricky situation.
Not only that, I am a moose in good standing.
Begging your pardon, sir, and if you'd excuse me for making suggestions to me better, sir, I hope you don't think I'm forwarding.
Oh, for heaven's sake, get on with it, man. Get on with it.
Well, sir, shouldn't we let them know we're aboard before they pulverize us to smithereens, sir? That's it. I'll wave my bonnet. I never see you at this distance, sir. No, my suggestion, if you'd excuse my boldness, sir, and if I am not speaking out of turn, sir...
Oh, go on. Get on with it.
Well, we could fire off one of them old cannons, sir. Sort of let them know there's somebody aboard, sir.
Capital. That's just what I was thinking. Yes. Now, come along, Cooke. Come along now. Prick over one of those old cannonballs and get the thing loaded. Now, we better hurry before they start firing again.
I say, damn good shooting, Lieutenant. Johnnie nearly hit her that time. Now load up for another salvo. 2 degrees down.
Aye, sir. This time I'll catch the bite of smack a midship.
Well, this is rather good fun, isn't it, Captain, right? I'm enjoying this.
Guns ready, sir.
Wait till I tell Deryck Brown. He'll be thrilled to bits.
Good grief. The target ship's firing back.
What are you?
There we are, one. I fired it, just like you said. Did we catch their attention?
I think so, too. I said fire across their bow. You scored a direct hit amidships.
Oh, so I have. There's a hole in their side, just on the waterline. Ahoy there!
Sure. You're not going to ask for our ball back.
No one. I was just going to tell them about that hole.
Yes, well, I think they've noticed it, too. They're abandoning ship now. Well, you know what we've got to do, don't you?
Yes.
Stand by to pick up some orders.
What did you do then, Mr. Lamb?
Well, they sank like a stone, Lana, and we had to pick everyone out of the water. Fortunately, nobody was drowned. Even Sir Gregory survived.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I suppose so. We dragged him on board of the boat hook. We were quite surprised when we saw him dangling on the end with seaweed all over him and a haddock in his mouth.
Oh, fancy.
He lay on the deck spouting water like a whale. I had to jump up and down on his stomach. I rather enjoyed that.
I see, sort of artificial inspiration.
Sort of. But I'm afraid there's trouble ahead when he gets back to the office.
Morning, Sue. Lana, better get another cup. Admiral Hardover's on his way up here.
Yes, sir.
Admiral Hardover, oh dear, this is it. They'll clap us in arms for sinking that new ship of theirs.
Well, let's wait and see, shall we, too?
Admiral Hardover, sir.
Hardover, my dear fellow. Come in. How are you? Will you care for a cup of tea?
Thank you. Looks like rain, doesn't it?
So it does. Better let the pot brew a minute. Well, now, what can we do for you, my dear chap?
Yes, well, it's about that business yesterday. It's a bit of a shambles all round, what? I mean, best kept quiet, I'd say. What, you mean you're not going to keel haul us? Well, obviously, gentlemen, we daren't let it get about that our latest warship was sunk by a mere cannonball.
Better say she'd been scrapped. There's another change in government policy.
Quite right. So no further action will be taken. In fact, I'm instructed by the minister to tell you to forget it and deny the whole business ever happened.
Oh. What business was that, Hardover?
That's the spirit. The same goes for you, Ram. You know absolutely nothing about it. About what? Good shucks. Don't worry. You'll never find me leaking anything. Well, that is, unless... Oh, dear. General Assistance Department, this is Lamb leaking. Speaking. Oh, it's him. Sir Gregory. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Don't give it to me, too. Hello, Sir Gregory. Very nice of you to call.
Now listen, Lennox Brown. This time you're for it. You don't go sinking a warship and get away with it.
Sinking a warship? I don't quite understand, Sir Gregory. You sure you haven't imagined it?
Did you? What? What do you mean? What's your little game?
Well, the mind does play funny tricks, Sir Gregory.
Yeah.
It must be your mind. I'm sure there's nothing in it. Or perhaps it was a dream.
Dream? My stomach's black and blue. I've got double pneumonia. And as for where you put that blasted boat hook...
Probably some sort of mirage. Hallucination, Sir Gregory. No, it's never happened.
What?
No, ask the naval people.
Yeah.
They'll tell you the same. Goodbye.
Hey, what? You hung up on him.
Yes, well, the man was babbling too. If he goes spreading a story like that, people will begin to doubt his sanity.
Well done. That's the way. Deny everything. We'll do the same. Well, I'll be off now, Elby. See you at the club, no doubt.
Just one moment there, Hardover, my dear fellow. Now, we have a little problem. You may be able to help us with this. Now, you've had years of nautical experience, haven't you? Now, would you just step over here, my dear chap, just a moment?
Oh, yes. All our paper boats keep sinking to the bottom of the sand buckets.
Yes.
I should really. Well, perhaps you're not folding them right. Hey, they must be watertight, you know. I think. Here, hold my coat a minute, will you? I'll show you.
Yes. Well, now, better get some more papers.
Yes, I do. Oh, this is going to be a busy morning.
Time to meet the men from the ministry. We present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of Whitehall. These are the men who maintain our government machinery always in the right gear. Striped trousers, black jackets, and bowler hats. Some offices may be cluttered and untidy, but in the General Assistance Department, they are always putting things in order.
Yeah, what are you doing, Mr. Lamb?
I'm putting these 10 Putty brand slogans in order. If I get them right, I'm in a washing machine. Just sharpen this pencil for me, would you, Mildred?
Oh, righty-ho.
Thank you.
Oh, it's about time I emptied this pencil sharpener. Hello, it's got jams. Oh, I can't see it anymore.
It does stick sometimes. I always give it a good thump, like this.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes. It's rotten. It's come right off the dead.
Oh, dear, Mr. L.B. won't be too pleased. He uses it to cut his cigars.
Morning, Joe. Morning, Mildred.
Morning, man. I'm afraid I've had a bit of an accident. I thumped it for Mildred, you see, and it came off in my hand.
Pardon?
That's to say, it wasn't working too well, you see. Probably a bit clogged, and I tried to force it.
What have you done?
This pencil sharpener, I've just broken it.
Oh, yes. Well, never mind about that. I've got some exciting news.
Don't tell me the top canteen's got chicken burgers on again.
Oh, no. It's far better than that, too. Yes. I've heard from a reliable source that you and I may shortly be making a trip to, America.
America?
America?
Oh, my trip to America. But where did you hear this one?
Got it off the battle. The golf on Saturday. He said his nephew got chatting to a charwoman over at the Foreign Office who heard a whisper from a window cleaner who's friendly with the hall porter of personnel.
The one who waxes his eyebrows and polishes his head.
That's the fellow, yes. Well, he said a trip to America was in the air and General Assistance Department has been mentioned.
By Jove, what would you be going for, exactly?
Well, I don't know. But it's bound to be something important if they're sending me. Perhaps the President has a tricky problem? You never know. No. General Assistance Department, Lennox Brown.
Pipkin here.
Oh, stand up straight, too. It's the permanent undertaking. Sir Gregory.
I've got a bit of news for you, Lennox Brown. You and Lamb are going to America.
America, you say, Sir Gregory? My word, what a surprise.
Documents and tickets are all fixed up. You're off tomorrow. The case of crockery samples is at London Airport.
Splendid, Sir Gregory. I'm sure the President and I will get along. Crockery samples?
Yes, that's what you're going for. To show some British crockery to the New York Chamber of Commerce. In cups, saucers, plates, that sort of thing. Boost exports.
Cups, plates? I'm not a travelling salesman, Sir Gregory.
Everybody is a travelling salesman for Britain today. That's what the Prime Minister said. Why, when he was over in the States, he sold the President one of his raincoats.
Yes, well, that's all very well, Sir Gregory, but I...
No buts. Our changing of the guard's soup plates will bring in a flood of export orders if you handle it right. That's why we're sending a senior civil servant. Prestige.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, if you put it like that.
I do, Lennox Brown.
Yeah.
So get over there and get your finger bowls out.
Actually, did you hear all that, too?
Yes, he does shout rather, doesn't he? Is it exciting?
Yes, off tomorrow,
We'll have to settle all outstanding problems today.
Problems,
Well, I mean, there's the new file covers.
Oh.
What colour should we order? Mildred used all the blue ones to line her drawers.
Yes. Well, why not have red ones next time?
Good idea, right. I'll make a note on my blotter. Files must go over to red. And how about this pencil sharpener? It must have a defect to come apart like that.
Yes, and what's the name on the thing?
There's it.
The New Life Pencil Sharpener Company, Manchester. Yes, well, drop on the line.
Right.
And hide this old one behind the curtain, or the cleaner will have it.
Yes, I'll just jot that down. Defect, New Life, behind curtain. There.
All these scribbling notes on your blotter, don't you ever forget to look at it?
Oh, no, it's my system, you see. I carry a little notebook and I write notes in it to remind me to look at my blotter.
Yes, but don't you ever forget to look at your notebook?
No, I've got a reminder on my blotter.
Silly of me to ask. Yeah. Now, look, the main thing is, don't forget to turn up at the airport tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Very smooth flight, isn't it, too? Two, you can open your eyes now and stop moving your lips.
Oh, I was just... we've actually got off the ground then.
Oh, yes. Half an hour ago, as a matter of fact. Don't worry too much, my dear boy. Yes, take your mind off things. Read one of these pamphlets here. What to do in the event of a crash. Well, that will cheer you up, you know.
I'm not feeling very well.
Oh, dear me. I hope you haven't got vertigo.
New York sends you.
No, I said I hope you... Oh, well... I see they're passing back the flight information sheet. Now, what does it say to?
Oh, I'll have a look. Let's see. We're traveling at a height of 500 feet at a speed of 30,000 miles an hour.
I think you may have got that the wrong way around, but carry on.
And we'll be landing in New York in 7 hours.
Ah, good, that's better. Time for a bit of sleep, yes. Well, now, we've got to be on top form, you know, when we meet these Chamber of Commerce people. They're coming to our hotel.
Oh, yes. The Manhattan Savoy Plaza. I must say it would be nice to get our feet on the ground again.
So, these are our rooms, eh?
Yes, the 87th floor. Quite a view. Just look at those clouds outside.
Clouds? Where?
Down there.
Oh, good job we got up before the lift broke down. Hard luck on that chap who carried our bags up all those stairs. Oh, my. Did you give him a tip, by the way?
Yes, rather. I gave him one of those shiny coins. A cent, I think it's called. He didn't look very pleased, so I gave him another one. Do you think I overdid it? Was I too generous?
Oh, I shouldn't think so, too. It's best to make a good impression from the start.
Yeah, that's what I
good
thought.
Impression, yes. Now, come on, let's get unpacked.
Right.
Those commerce people are meeting us in the foyer at 5.
Thank heavens we haven't got that big crate full of crockery to deal with. That was a wise move, leaving it in the airport luggage deposit.
Yes. Now, have you got those personal essentials I told you about?
Oh, yes. 40 packets of tea and a dozen bottles of English water.
Good. That'll save us boiling in it. Yes. Can't be too careful, you know, when you're abroad.
Oh, how right you are, one. I remember when I went to the
Well,
Isle
never mind about that. Look, tell me. Do you find it rather warm in this room? There's something wrong with the air conditioning.
Yes, it is rather hot.
Yeah.
Of course, we're on the sunny side of the hotel, you know. Perhaps we should move to the other side.
That's a very good idea. I'll have a word with the manager later on.
Yeah, I'll just make a note to remind us. This place is too hot for us to go over to other side.
Yes, well, right on with it. You get on with it. Now, look, we must be in time to meet those Chamber of Commerce people in the foyer.
Oh, yes. It is hot in here, isn't it? I just thought of something rather funny.
What's that?
Case it out of the frying pan into the foyer.
Oh.
Knuckles, over here.
Hello.
I thought you was never coming.
It took longer than we figured in breaking up Maxie's pool room.
Yeah.
What's the deal? The boss just said to meet you over here at the hotel.
You ever hear of Johnnie the Dude?
Johnnie the Dude? Which mob's he with?
Ain't with no mob. Works all over the world. He's a limey, see?
Oh, yeah.
Fast forger in the business. Now, the boss says he's over here with his sidekick, English Sid.
Limeys, huh? What are they doing here?
Well, the boss says they done a little job for the Chicago mob, see?
Oh, yeah.
Engraved a brand new set of counterfeit dollar plates. They're on the way to deliver 'em.
Right to our territory, huh?
You got it. So we grab these guys, see?
Yeah.
Then we get the phony plates off them, see?
Yeah.
Then we dump these guys in the river.
Yeah, bump them off, huh?
Well, take it easy with you. You're sweating.
Oh, yeah. How are we going to know these guys? I ain't never seen them.
No, me neither, but like I say, they're limeys. And you know how them guys dress. Bowler hats, striped pants, plus fours, and all that jazz, huh? Well, there can't be more than two guys walking around in fancy dress like that.
Hey, look.
Yeah?
Coming out of the elevator. Like, that's them.
Yeah. Say, that's a couple of ripe bananas, all right. Okay, now, let's go get them. But keep it gentle, huh? The boss don't want no rust up in the hotel.
They've got the lift working again.
Now then, Joe, keep your eyes peeled for those two chaps from the Chamber of Commerce reception.
But they're not due for another 10 minutes.
Yes, but it's better to be on the safe side, too. They may be early.
I hope they're going to lay on a nice pot of tea.
Oh, well, they don't have property over here, you know.
Do they?
No, they grow it in little bags.
Okay, Buster, just keep walking, only make it out through that door over there, huh?
I beg your pardon? Were you talking to us?
That's right, Bub.
We got a little surprise for you, dude.
Dude? Bob? What are these people talking about, dude?
Don't worry about it. It's just the local lingo. I think they must be our hosts.
Our hosts? Oh, good gracious, yes, of course.
How do you do, gentlemen? I think you must be our reception committee.
Yeah, you might call it that.
You're a couple of cool tomatoes.
I'm not a cruel tomato, am I, too?
You know there'd be a reception committee, huh?
Oh, Will, my dear fellow, we scarcely imagined our arrival would pass unnoticed, no.
Well, that's just dandy. Only remember, this ain't no pea shooter in my pocket.
I shouldn't let it suppose it was. What is it?
It's a gun, Bub, and it's loaded.
Oh, good gracious me, you chaps are security conscious.
Come on, out through the door and wrap up, see?
Wrap up? Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, it does look a bit chilly, yes. Put on your collar up. You don't want to get those tickles in your throat again, you know.
No.
Okay, now move across the sidewalk into that automobile.
I think that means across the pavement. I say, isn't this exciting? What a nice comfy car, Mr.
He's Knuckles and I'm Al, see? We were sent here to take you for a ride.
Oh, how very kind of you. You hear that, Ron? These gentlemen are going to take us for a ride.
Ah, very jolly, yes. I expect they're going to show us the city, you know.
I say, I hope we'll be warm enough. I left my overcoat in the hotel.
Don't worry, Bob. The boss will fit you out with a nice new overcoat later.
Oh, my word, that's awfully generous, isn't it?
Yeah, a trip to the river and a nice new cement overcoat.
A cement overcoat. My word, you've got to hand it to these chaps, Ron. They certainly do wonders with these new man-made fabrics.
Oh, can it, you two? Quit this gabbing all the time. You're driving me nuts.
I beg your pardon, sir. I don't know what any of that meant, but it sounded damned uncivil.
Steady, Ron. He doesn't mean to be rude.
Well,
You said yourself these colonials haven't much idea. And we are here to boost exports.
Oh, yes, you're quite right. I'm so sorry, Mr. Al. I'm afraid I was rather hasty.
That's okay, Bub. I guess I was... Hey, what's happening? Am I going crazy?
Hey, Al. I looked through their briefcases. They ain't got the phony plates with them.
Okay, then we take him back to the boss. He'll find out where they stashed him. He's got ways of making people talk.
Well, Mr. Boss, it's a great pleasure to meet you.
Listen, Limey, I ain't got no time to waste. I just want to hear you talk.
Ah, I've heard you chaps are fascinated by English accents. How's this, my dear fellow? The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
So you want to play games, huh?
Well, perhaps a quick rubber bridge later on. Very nice, that would be. Meanwhile, I hope you're looking after my number 2.
Oh, don't worry. The boys are taking care of your sidekick right now, down in the basement.
I'm afraid he may be starting a bit of a chill, you see. I hope the heat's on down there.
Oh, it is, Bob. It is. Boys are beginning to sleep.
Put that gun away now, Mr. Al. I'm sure there's no danger down here.
That's what you think, Buster. Now, stick your feet in that bucket of wet cement.
Oh, righto. I've read about this custom. They do it outside that Chinese theater in Hollywood, don't they? Preserving film stars' footprints for posterity.
Boy, this guy's a fruitcake.
Fancy you wanting mine. And right up as far as the knees, too. I must say I'm very flattered.
And when the cement's dry, we'll be taking that trip to the river, you know. You and your boss will be feeding the fishes, see?
Feeding the fishes? Oh, what? Sir Gregory would be pleased if he knew how we were getting on with you Americans.
Rang, Bernard. Very quiet here in the office, with those two away enjoying themselves in America. I'll see you tonight, then. Okay, bye.
Good morning, Mr. Yes, good morning.
Oh, Sir Gregory. Good morning, sir.
Have you had any word from Mr. Lennox Brown or Mr. Lamb?
No, sir. Not since they went yesterday, sir.
Well, I've had the American FBI on to me this morning with some fantastic story that they've disappeared.
Disappeared? Oh,
Yes. The New York commerce people went to the hotel as arranged and they weren't there. So the manager checked their rooms and found a note. Now the FBI thinks they've defected to the Russians.
Oh, well, what does the note say?
This place is too hot for us. Go over to other side.
Would you believe it?
Well, no. Well, I thought I'd better check. Now, this is Lamb's desk, isn't it? Right?
Look, you're not going to open all the drawers. Poke about in Mr. Lamb's private things? You can't, sir. Anyway, they're all locked.
I thought there might be.
But you can open them with a hairpin.
No need for that. I've got the keys. It's a matter of security, Miss... yes. Well, if you feel you can't look, you better leave.
Oh, no, I'll have to search.
Good. Now then, let's see. Papers, forms, and... what's this? A little wooden plaque. Awarded to Wolf Cub Richard Valentino Lamb. Best Woggle Knotter, Beaver Patrol 1935. Let's have a look in the next drawer. Several books here. The Arnold Hercules Bodybuilding Course, Volume 2.
And look at this lot that read it. The Sunbathers Annual, 1958 to 1966.
Half a dozen conkers, a mouth organ, the yellow yo-yo. Now what's this? A notebook.
Oh, it's his poetry notebook. Yes, he's always making up rhymes, and he puts them in there. Here, I'll read you one. I wish I was a little bird. I'd fly around Sir Greg. And when I got a fuzzy's egg... I'd lay a big fat egg.
There was a lot of trivial nonsense, but nothing actually suspicious. I mean, as I thought, it's just... Good grief. Just look at this.
What, you newsletter? Oh, he's always scribbling on that. He's got to jot things down to remind himself.
I can see that, and look at this jot here.
Files must go over to Riz.
And what's this one underneath? Oh, by heavens, look. Defect. New light behind curtain. It's true. They have gone over to the Russians. Wait, did you never see them act suspiciously?
Well, sir, come to think of it, yes? I've often seen Mr. Lennox Brown raise his fist and sort of clench it when he was talking to Mr. Lamb.
The Russian salute?
Yes.
They're both in it.
Fancy, they must have been planted in the civil service years ago to work their way up to a position of trust and respect.
Yes, thank heavens they never made it. Still, they know enough to be valuable to a foreign power. Staff holiday workers, canteen menus, details of the Wilsden sewage report. I mean, just the stuff the Russians are after.
And they've got all them British crockery samples.
Good grief. Yes, if the Russians get a look at them, they could flood the market with imitation houses of parliament gravy boats. Ruin the national economy. Get me New York on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Heaven only knows where they are by now.
I don't get it, boss. We've been putting the pressure on those two lineys for hours, but they still don't scare. I told the thin guy it's no good and he might as well spill the lot.
And?
He says, what a pity, and tips over that bucket of wet cement he's got his feet in.
They're cold cookies, all right.
Let's finish them off, boss, huh? Like I ain't hardly bumped nobody in weeks.
No, now look, you guys, we want them $20 plates to take into the Chicago mob, right?
Right.
To stash them away somewhere they won't talk, right?
Right.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to make a deal with them. We offer them money. So let's go in.
There you are, gentlemen. Yes. Well, we've been thinking over what you said, Miss Brown.
Huh? Yeah, something about a couple of mugs and making it hot for us.
Yeah? Yes, well, we'd like to accept. I'll have mine with milk and 2 lumps, please.
And don't forget to warm the pot.
All right, Jack, cut out the jokes. So we're going to talk turkey.
Dear me. Well, I don't speak it. My number 2 here can manage it with French, though.
Well, you're for Pete's sake, how can I put this thing across so you'll understand? Look, you've got these plates, and I'm prepared to pay well for them.
Oh, there you are, too. They do want to buy those plates and things we brought over with us.
Oh, good. I thought they'd never get round to talking business.
Yes. All this hospitality has been overwhelming, but after all, we are here to do a job, yes. We want these plates to make some money.
That's what we want them for.
Yes. No, well, now then, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement if the price is right.
You mean you're prepared to sell the highest bidder? Why didn't you say so before? Now you're talking my language.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that, but we do have some words in common.
I'm offering $30,000 for those plates.
30 grand what?
$30,000.
Good gracious, that's, let me see, 2.7 per pound divided by... it is, that's, rather difficult to work out.
Leave this to me, too. Now then, old chap, look here. Are you serious? I mean, $30,000 for the plates we brought over.
All right. $40,000.
My dear fellow, I can hardly believe my ears.
Man, you drive a tough bargain. $50,000, that's my final offer.
Final offer, eh? Oh, very well. I agree.
Okay, Knuckles, Al, go get that door from the safe. Pack in the suitcase, will you?
Okay, boss.
Now, for us to drink, gentlemen, this calls for a celebration.
Oh, thank you,
I say, one, isn't that rather lot of money for a crate of assorted dinner cake?
No, not at all, too. No, they're getting the cups and saucers as well. They seem quite happy, no? Oh, they've no idea of the value of money, these Americans.
Four fingers over eye on the rocks.
Oh, is that what it is? It looks just like whiskey with ice.
Knuckles and Al can go with you and pick up the plates, right?
Oh, we're not going to pick up the plates. Oh, no, you'll have to attend to that. I mean, it's time we were getting back to the hotel.
Hey, wait a minute.
Here's the money, boss. Come now, Mr. Boss, don't quibble. Just as we're all becoming such good chums. Now, do you want the plates, or don't you? He's got you over a barrel, boss.
Right. But them plates better be where you say they are.
Yes. Oh, yes. You'll find them in the left luggage at the airport.
Yes, here's the ticket.
Yes, and in Englishman words, it is bombed, you know. Oh, my word. I'm sure they'll all be exactly what you're looking for. Right, come along, too. You can carry all the money.
I'm coming.
Goodbye, Mr. Boss.
Yeah. Bye.
Very great pleasure doing business with you. Cheerio.
Hey, you letting them go, boss? You must be joking, Al. Look, you keep a tail on them and we can pick them up whenever we want. Get going.
Okay, Bugsy.
Hi, Knuckles, get the car out. You and me taking a trip to the airport. Oh, brother, just wait till we get our hands on those plates.
Hey, boss, them two limeys.
Yeah?
As soon as they got out on the street, they were spotted by a patrol wagon. They've been picked up by the cops.
Holy man.
Yes, Chief. We put out an all-cars call with descriptions of these two commies, and Officer Dooley picked them up on the street. Huh? Thank you, Chief. You bet we will. Okay, Dooley, smart work. Now get back on patrol and close the door behind you, eh?
I demand that these handcuffs be removed immediately.
That light is shining directly in my eyes. I've never known such treatment. Who the devil are you, anyway?
I'm with the FBI.
Oh, nonsense. The Federation of British Industries don't employ people like you.
Let's stick to the facts. You the senior guy, huh? Lummox Brown.
Lennox Brown, if you don't mind.
I say, Bunny knows your name.
Every cop in New York knows your name. You'll be Richard Valentino Lamb, huh?
Yes. I don't
Valentino?
No, I
say, you never mentioned that.
Okay, all right now. Let's get down to the facts, huh? You guys better sing, and you better sing good.
You think it'll help, you know. I could have done so much. I could have done so much.
All right, okay. Couple of wise guys, huh? And I'll tell you. We found a note in your hotel room. You were going to take a powder, huh?
I wasn't taking a powder, wasn't you?
I don't think so, one. You did have an indigestion tablet.
Oh, yes.
We consultationized your Sir Pipkin. He's got plenty of other evidence that you two were about to defect to Russia.
About to what? To where?
President Pipkin defect to Russia. You've got it all wrong. We came here to do a deal with China.
You guys don't care who you sell out to, do you? The Western Alliance isn't safe with commies like you about.
Now, just a moment, young man. By Jingo, you've made a jolly serious accusation there, you know. And I refuse to believe that Sir Gregory Pipkin shares these wild notions of yours.
I'm beginning to get the screaming nadgers, one.
Yes, but there's no time for nadgering, too. That's a quick bottle is understandable, but he mustn't nadger it.
Hello? Who? Oh, yeah. You got our message, then. It's your Sir Pitkin calling from London. He wants to speak to you.
Oh, good. Yes, well, I hear he'd stand by us. He'll never believe all this stupid nonsense. Good grief. Hello, Sir Gregory.
You swine.
Pardon?
So they finally hunted you down like the blackguard you are, Lennox Brown.
Sir Gregory, you can't possibly believe...
I wash my hands of you. No doubt these American Johnnies will deal with a pair of you. Put you in Sing Sing, no doubt.
Put us away where, Sir Gregory?
Sing Sing.
Oh, very well. I could have done... On second thoughts, better not. My dear Sir Gregory, look, if you'll say what all this is about, I'm sure I can explain.
I'll tell you how we got onto your little game. First, that note the Americans found in your hotel room. After that, I personally checked your office. Need I tell you what I found?
Gregory, I mean, it's really all quite simple. The new light pencil sharpener will be found behind the curtain in our office, and it's all been a terrible misunderstanding.
Anyone else, I wouldn't believe it. But in your case... but look here, where the devil have you been all this time?
Been, yes. Well, now, we've been doing a little business deal.
Huh?
Yes, so all that crockery we brought over. Got rather good price, actually.
Well, you needn't think a tap-behaved deal will make up for all this nonsense.
We got $50,000 just for the samples we brought.
The inconvenience, the international ramifications... $50,000?
$50,000?
My dear Lennox Bound, I want you to know I never doubted your innocence for a moment.
No, of course, Sir Gregory.
I'll soon clear up this business. Put me on to that FBI chappie. I'll explain the whole thing. Have you free in no time.
Oh, it is nice to be back in our hotel room, isn't it, Ron?
Yes. Eat up your breakfast, too.
Right.
Now we've got rid of that crockery, we can get down to some sightseeing.
Oh, the hall porter said we ought to see the Bronx.
Looking forward to it. Don't think I've ever seen a Bronx before.
And we must visit Madison Square Garden. Let's hope the flowers are in bloom.
Pass me the morning paper, too, will you? If you can lift the thing.
Well, I'll try.
Oh, my word. Yes, thank you.
Good heavens.
What?
Look at this on the front page. Uproar at airport. Police arrest well-known gangster.
Let me have a look at that. Police were called to Kennedy Airport when cursing and breaking crockery were heard in the left luggage.
Sobbing bitterly, Bugsy Orlandini, top mobster, threw himself into the arms of the police, saying, "This has finished me with crime."
It's very interesting, too, but what's he got to do with that?
But just look at this photograph of Bugsy Orlandini.
Good heavens. Yes. It looks like that nice Mr. Boss.
Yes.
You know, I believe it is that nice Mr. Boss.
Well, that's what I thought. It's very puzzling.
Oh, no, not at all, too. No, don't you see what's happened?
Yes. What?
Well, it's obvious. This newspaper's printed the wrong photo by mistake.
Oh, of course. What extraordinary people these Americans are. Always getting hold of the wrong end of the stick.